Welcome to Catholic Mom Mindset, a daily show where you learn to walk closely with the Holy Spirit so you can live the life God is calling you to. I'm your host, Sterling Jaquith. Let us begin. Welcome back. Today we're continuing our series on what to do to climb the mountain. And this is both climbing the mountain as a daily prayer exercise and then climbing the big mountain of becoming saints and ascending in our prayer lives so that we experience heaven in our hearts and in our minds. And so yesterday we talked about step 2, which is to desire the journey, and step 3 is to pack well. So step 4 is to have a guide or a mentor. You don't climb a mountain by yourself, and you don't climb a mountain without learning something from someone. And so you want to have not only someone leading you, but then also people going through the journey with you. And so I've said this many times in the last 10 episodes, but find a saint who you will decide is your guide or your mentor. And I think it's really fun when the saints choose us. So you could also just be like, all right, Lord, I'm open. Who do you want me to guide in my prayer life? And then just be open to what shows up. What your friends talk to you about, what emails you get, what books someone gives you. Just pay attention. Wait until a saint taps you on the shoulder. But choose someone to lead you. Don't go it alone. Don't make it up. And then I would encourage you to find a prayer partner or a mom's group. And I would just say, hey, listen, I know we're busy and we're tired and we have babies. Not everyone has babies, but you know. It's hard to ask moms to pray more. This is where I want you to flex some sales skills. Sell it to them. This is worth it, ladies. We got to figure this out. We've got to figure out how to embed this into our lives. I remember once I saw a mom and she was teaching this class on praying the liturgy of the hours. And she said, yep, I wake up and I pray them every morning. And she had a bunch of kids. And I said, yeah, but like how old was your youngest before you started doing this? And she said, oh, I started when my first child was like 6 months old. So I had this idea at that point, like, oh, you couldn't possibly fit it in as a mom with a bunch of little kids. And she had been faithfully praying the liturgy of the hours that whole time. So find a guide and a buddy or many buddies. Do it together. Be safe. Living in this world is dangerous. There's a battle being waged for your soul. Let's cling to each other and help each other ascend the mountain. The next step is having a roadmap. And a plan is like, I'm going to go from A to B, and I'm going to use a car or an airplane. So that's what step 1 was, like having a plan. But a roadmap is like really being able to visually lay out and say, here's my destination and here's where I'm at right now. And these are the things that I'll have to experience along the way. And you may not know every right turn or every highway number, but you want a roadmap of where you're going. You want to have a sense of it. And most importantly, you want to know where you're at. Because someone can tell you the 7-step process for achieving sainthood, but you want to be able to take stock of where you're at with great humility. So step 5 is having a roadmap. Step 6 is involving our Blessed Mother. She's the best. She wants you to succeed. She wants you to have a relationship with her son more than anyone else. She wants to show you how to do it. She wants to cheer you on. And so involve her. You can pray the rosary. I always recommend going through Marian consecration. And even though we call it Marian consecration, its long name is consecrating yourself to Jesus Christ through Mary. I have a whole episode about that. And just allowing her to sweeten your crosses, which she does, and to just bring her motherly warmth and wisdom to the experience. And the last step number 7, is to pray for God's will. This is hard. The world pulls us away, and we want our own will all the time. All the time. I'm like, ooh, that looks great. Oh, no. Remember, Jesus. Ooh, but that looks really fun and shiny. No. Remember, Jesus. And so desiring God's will, and if you don't fully desire God's will and you're struggling with that, then again, pray for the desire to desire it. And that's really special. God desires you to be a saint. He wants you to ascend the mountain. He wants you to deepen your prayer life so that you can live closely with him and so that you can experience heaven in your heart and in your mind right now. So he calls us into this journey, and it is difficult, but it is possible. Thank you so much for listening, and have a blessed day. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Catholic Mom Mindset. To learn more about growing closer to the Holy Spirit, check out our free resources at madeforgreatness.co. Thank you so much for listening, and have a blessed day.